Hi, I'm Angela Moulson. I'm a GP with a special interest in mental health, and I'm also a clinical lead for adult mental health for the local clinical commissioning groups involved in the implementation of the mental health and wellbeing strategy for Bradford and Craven. And I'm here to talk to you because it's World Mental Health Day on October the 10th, with a special emphasis on the workplace. And I just want to have a talk to you about what you can do in the workplace to help people. Because sometimes you might think a colleague just isn't quite themselves. Perhaps they've not been sleeping very well, they've gone off the food, they're not concentrating very well, or they're working a bit slower than usual. They might actually appear quite sad and even tearful. On the other hand, they might be anxious, on edge, a bit jittery, fidgety. What should you do? Well, I think you should just make time to go alongside them, perhaps have a cup of coffee with them, just sit down with them and listen to them, ask them how they are. And don't be afraid of doing this, because even if you do find that they're really distressed, and sometimes even to the point of hurting themselves, there is help in this area. We have a wonderful thing called the First Response Service, which is a 24-hour phone line which is available to anybody if somebody's in distress. And don't be afraid of asking somebody if they are thinking of hurting themselves. It won't make them do it, but it could save their lives by getting the right help at the right time. But equally, if it's not as serious, and catching these things early is always better, we have the My Wellbeing College, which is people who can provide talking therapies for those mild to moderate problems, and the phone number for that will appear later. We're also very fortunate in this area to have a wonderful voluntary sector where there are safe spaces that people can go to that is very much about people-led. It's not professionally led, and there are people, particularly at Haven, where the feedback is absolutely fabulous, who've helped so many people in this area, and I couldn't recommend them highly enough. It's really important, and it would be my call to action to you, that you do make the time for people. And the other thing that you can do is there's a scheme called Mental Health First Aiders. It's a bit like, you know, when people go off to learn how to resuscitate people. This is the mental health version, and just like the physical version, it could save lives. Ask your employer about a course and see if they will pay for you to go on it. It's well worth it. And the government want one in 10 of us to be equipped to deal with this. So go on, give it a go. We also in Bradford, for children and teenagers, have something called the Thrive website, which is, if you're not sure about mental health problems or you think somebody has a problem, go on and have a look at it. And there's all the resources on there that you need to help you. So, as I say, call to action. Make time for people, go alongside them, listen to them, and you could save a life.